you?
Good.
Good. Welcome everyone for joining our River Mitts cast-on party together. Woohoo!
I know. I'm excited.
Me too. I already see we have some people hanging out with us in the chat. You all are welcome to join us there. Drop any comments, questions, all that good stuff.
Yeah. So, as you know, we're making the River Mitts designed by Katie, but using UU yarns.
That's
So,
right.
it's a fun collaboration this time. I know I've done a couple knit-alongs lately that have been just me on my own, so I am so thrilled to have a partner in this project, and yeah,
Yeah. There's
I
always
love
more
working.
like accountability to actually finish a thing when you have someone real face to look at.
Well, that's true, and yeah, that's kind of the thing too. That's why we like to do knit-alongs, isn't it? So that, like, you're not just slogging through a project on your own. You have friends and, you can show off, you can ask questions, you can, learn something new, hopefully. Yeah. I have one in here, so we'll see. Same thing. Yes. Oh, we have some people. Yeah, we have some people in the chat already. Good morning. Hi, Kelly from chilly Pacific Northwest. Yes, I know. It is perfect mitten weather, isn't it? All right. Well, I have knit the fingering weight pair
Mhm.
prior. But the worsted weight version is new this year, and it is so soft and squishy. But they're
Mhm.
both, I don't know. I love them both, to be honest.
I was surprised that after I made the worsted version that I was expecting them to feel so bulky, which is why I
Oh.
didn't do it sooner. And then, something I don't normally do, just putting this out there ahead, is get an inquiry from a very well-meaning knitter who's like, "Hey, can you change the entire gauge of this pattern?"
And you were like, normally no, but
But
it's
but maybe in this case, this one case, 1 out of a million, you gotta say yes, right?
right.
And it worked out well, so I'm glad she inspired me to give it a shot.
Yes. They are, the worsted weight version is so nice and squishy. I love
Mhm.
yeah, they're not bulky feeling at all.
No, yeah, they're if anything, I was like, "Oh, kind of love these, like, just squishy enough and so warm
Yeah.
and cozy," and, Sasha actually was the one who showed me that you can, of course, wear them like this, but, if you need, like, more access to your fingers, she just folds down this top part. I
Oh,
know! Uh, uh,
that
uh,
looks
uh,
super cute too. Wait,
and I thought,
I gotta
"Oh, yeah,
get this on.
I thought of that too." No, I didn't. So, thank you, Sasha, for being
Right.
so clever.
I know. Perfect. Let me give that a whirl.
Yeah, you're gonna love it. It works on
Yeah.
both of the versions, the fingering weight and the worsted weight. Kelly, you can see we're working on the worsted weights here.
Yes. Oh, Alexandra, I love my river mitts. I'm wearing them today because it's cold outside. Haha.
That's right.
I mean, if you're in, oh, I mean, I don't know where you're located, but
She's in
yes.
Ohio, I happen to know, so it's
Oh,
definitely chilly there. I'm in Florida right now, and it's even Florida cold here is what I say
yeah.
because it's not Ohio cold, right? We're not getting snow here, but it
Yeah.
is
We're not,
chilly.
I was going to say, it was like 38, 39 when I went out to walk my dogs this morning. Like, I was definitely bundled up and my hands were cold.
Oh, yes.
Oh, Sue from Lake Zurich. I'm knitting the fingering weight. Awesome, Sue. Nice to have you
Yay!
making these. Karen. Hi, Karen. Karen's local to me.
Ooh.
Um, I started knitting this mitt and followed each round, but my mitt looks short. I'm ready to do the second color to the mitt. So it looks so much longer on your arms. Oh, okay. Are
Which
you
one
making
are
the you're doing the worsted weight pair, Karen? Just to verify. I think you are, but I just want to be sure before we figure this
Right,
out.
yeah, I was gonna just ask that same question. It might be, a row gauge
I was gonna say,
situation.
I know I have a tall row height
Yep, she's doing the
gauge when
worsted.
yeah.
I also found, they did block quite a bit, so, like, it did seem shorter before I blocked mine, and then after the blocking, 'cause I usually do, like, steam blocking, and I'm kind of aggressive with it. It did sort of elongate things a little bit, but, you know, it also could be that my row gauge is longer.
Um, yeah, I know I build my stitches a little taller. Maybe because I'm tall. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Right, yeah, that's it.
Um, let's see. What was I gonna say? I don't know. But they do block out. I know.
Yeah.
I remember now. It was about the blocking.
There we
And
go.
as we know, yes, there are thoughts that work up there. Um,
My hamster's
uh,
dead.
I
Sorry, guy.
who knew? um, no, what I was gonna say is also because my merino's so soft and slick and the superwash, it will probably grow a little bit for you, Karen. So,
Mhm.
like after blocking. Um, but you can always make a second longer pair if you need.
That's
I know,
true.
I know, I know you like woolly worsted.
Hey, there you go.
um,
They are great for
okay.
gifts, so I'm just saying.
They are. I know, people love them. I was just on a call with, my friend named Rob, and he's like, "I have so many river mitts."
Thank you,
I was like,
Rob.
"Oh, okay." Yeah. No, we have a mutual friend. And Katie's apparently gifted him many sets of river mitts.
Ah, there you go.
Um, so yeah, I don't know. They are really long, like I said, I don't know.
Yeah, and I don't know, again, like, thought I should know this offhand, I'm sure. I thought they were about the same length as the fingering weight, but maybe those are shorter, I can't now remember. I, okay, it's significantly shorter is what you're telling me, perfect.
Um, yeah. No, the worsted weight ones are definitely longer, but that's okay.
Hey, Marilyn, thanks for joining us all the way from New York
Oh, hello
City.
from NYC. Very nice.
My favorite place in the world, New York City.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I mean, so far I haven't been every place in the world, I suppose, but
Right. Of my own catalog.
right.
Um, oh, Alexander says, yeah, Ohio, 22 outside at the moment. I wish I were in Florida cold.
Yeah. And that's why I call it Florida cold, because otherwise we get stink faces from people, and I get it. I've been in cold places too, and it's not that cold. So Ah, Maryland. Okay. Well, that's all right.
One says, I want to make these, I just couldn't get ready on time. That is a-okay. So, inside the Club UU community, I've made a section um, for the river mitts, and that is just going to stay there forever. So we we'll check in on it, and if there's questions and stuff like that, we will be checking in for the next few months and always poking around the community anyway. So that part is totally fine. So all the steps and all the links to the yarn, if you haven't picked that up yet, and the patterns, so you could make either pair, all the info is there, and all the links to Katie has some great tutorials about figuring out which size to make. Um, how to do the divide, because these mitts have a really clever construction. You can see they have, well, let me get a higher contrast pair. They have like this inner sleeve that goes up your palm, but it's all connected in a really cool way. Um, and it's unlike anything I have ever knit before when you knit it, but which I don't want it to sound scary.
It's
'Cause
innovative.
yeah, no, it's clever. That's I always call these clever. I really think they are because it joins, there's no gaps. You got double thickness. Your hand is a little warmer and your thumb is still free. Your fingers are free to touch your phone. But so this join row is kind of a unique technique that I had never done before, but uh it isn't hard. It's just a little different. But what I was going to say is Katie has a really good set of 2 videos on how to see it's a little different when to put a hole.
Oop. Does anyone else see Heather is a little bit frozen, or is it me that's frozen? Uh-oh. Nope. Oh, there we go. I don't know which one of us is
Sorry.
freezing. So I guess maybe the audience can let us know. But yes, either way. Oh, it's you, Heather. Yay, not me for once.
Heather is frozen. Sorry, Heather
Uh,
frozen. Oh no.
oops. Okay, well, she's back now.
Let me see.
Ah.
Okay, hold on. I'm sorry. I was off on a full tangent too.
While she's troubleshooting, I can tell you what she was saying because I happen to know that she was just pointing out that my 2 demo videos that I made were from the parts that people always ask about, which is doing this cuff separation because it's unique. It's a unique step. I actually learned it from working the wonderful wallaby, I think is what it was called, which was an old Zimmerman
Mhm.
pattern, I think, right?
I don't know. It's a pullover and the wallaby part is like a pocket hoodie.
Yep.
And yeah, it was sized for everybody in the family, that pattern.
Yep. But the way that she created the extra stitches to make the pocket flap, I was like, this is going to be perfect for my mitts. And so it's sort of like an altered version inspired by that, making it all seamless so you don't have to do any sewing or anything like that. And then I have a second video that shows how to do the thumb hole part because while it's not difficult, it's a little weird to suddenly go from working in the round to working back and forth in the flat, as some people say, and then going back to work in the round again. So I have a little video to give you confidence in that step, no matter when you get to
Yes.
it.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's what she was saying. That's all.
Yes. But I was also
Ah.
saying that all those steps are up in the up in my community, Club UU. Sorry, I got flustered now.
Oh, I'm sorry. Cottage creations pattern. That's right.
Yes.
Yep.
I have it here. I
Oh, that's
know.
fine. It's a little booklet. Like everyone loves a pattern that's like reading a small novel, don't they?
Yeah.
Yikes.
Ah,
um,
perfect.
hold on. There was one comment. Doo-doo-doo. Oh, Marilyn was saying, thank you for including crocheters in the horoscopes that I do every month. So, yes, now it's all crafters because so many crafts have yarn. Oh no, she's gone. Well, hopefully that means she'll be back. And if not, then it'll just be you and I. There we go. Yay, you're back. That was
But
odd.
I'm reversed.
What?
I don't know. Who knows?
It's the magic
Like
of the
we said,
internet, everyone.
I was gonna say we're live. Who cares?
That's right. You get all these fun bonuses without any of the editing cuts. So, if you want to see us fully edited, there's 2 amazing episodes where Heather comes on to my podcast, Knit a Spell. that you can enjoy us there too. So
That is true. Those were fun, and those were good conversations if you ever just wanna watch some, like, knitting TV.
there you go. When you're done with us here and you're like, oh, I miss them. I want them back as my companions. Just throw those on, watch them while you knit. If you have any
I should add those.
questions, send me an email.
I'll add those into our River Mitts, knit along too,
There
so
you
if we need
go.
some extra TV, I'll put them in there.
Perfect. Can look at more of our amazing faces.
So,
Yes, that's
yes.
good.
I think my hair was, like, super short in the one.
Oh, for I've been doing this podcast like 4 years, so it's definitely just been like watch Katie's hair get longer and grayer as it goes. So enjoy.
Ah.
Yeah. Sasha slash Alexandra, who's here too, has also been on my podcast several times. So if you are
Oh,
interested in that, especially last season, she was there for 2 episodes where we created a cowl together, and then she did a crochet version off of that, and we both learned that it's not easy to just make a knitting pattern into a crochet pattern.
no. Yeah,
So good for her for taking on the task. But yes,
that's
yeah,
great.
she got bobbles.
Bobbles.
We had a bobble obsession.
Bobbles are super fun with crochet, though.
And that was her whole thinking, was this is a great excuse to do the bobbles with crochet. But then there
Perfect.
was other things to consider that we didn't consider. So, it was, again, designing, that's a look into the designer's life, is flexibility, exploration,
Right.
fun. Yeah.
So we
Anyway.
do have a question here. Let's see. Um, Marilyn says, I was wondering if I could make them in DK because I have that. So DK,
Probably.
it's kind of what we don't have it. Yeah.
I mean, my favorite answer that nobody likes is do a swatch. Try doing like
Yeah.
a swatch on. I mean, you probably would wanna do, like, the worsted pattern, um,
Hmm.
and it uses a
But then do you
5.
make the maybe?
Oh, you're saying, like, make the
Yeah,
bigger one?
maybe. There's that sort of area. It kind of depends how thick the DK yarn is, because sometimes DK can lean toward sport and sometimes it can lean toward almost worsted. So it's hard to,
Is
yeah,
it
I think you're right
also
though.
like, what is the fiber content? If it's a wool, it'll probably act a little bit more forgiving, um, unless it's like a one ply, but even then, so
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah, because if it's like a bamboo combo, that's sort of like anything with that in it that acts a little differently, a little
mhm.
silkier, won't have quite the structure. So yeah, there's a few variables. Um,
But, if you're not afraid to try something out, it's like 28 stitches that you cast on for the small size, which
yeah,
generally fits everyone. So I would suggest just make sure you cast on nice and loose, which is the
yeah,
key to having all of this fit really well on a variety of sizes, is cast on loose, bind off loose. And then you have
yes,
max stretch. So yeah, I would say give the DK a try if that's what you have. Try it on, the recommended needles. Even if you started to do like half of the mitt, which sometimes is like as big as a swatch anyway, at least you'll really see what it looks like. And if it feels thin, you might want to go down a needle size or two. But in that case, you may want to consider making the bigger size, but the bigger size does end up being like 2 inches larger. So it might be a little bit more of a slouchy fit versus a fitted fit. um, so, all things to consider, but I'm sure you can make it work if you're willing to be a little creative.
yeah. Those are all good tips. So yeah, and this is all things we consider when we design patterns, and that's why we go for a specific yarn that is written into a pattern, because these are all things that we think about.
Right. Or don't think about and then end up thinking about later when we didn't think about them to begin with.
Well, yeah, but you chose a specific yarn because you know those things.
That's true. That is true. Yes. Good point.
So it cut it out. Oh, Sasha, I guess.
Yep.
Do you have any favorite stretchy cast on or bind offs to recommend, or techniques to improve stretch? Okay.
Um, great. Okay, great questions. So I typically do like is it Jenny's super stretchy bind off where you don't
Yep.
like really pull the previous stitch off before you're kind of doing the next one and that makes it a little bit
Yeah.
looser. Um that's typically what I use, but I also find sometimes it can be like loose and sloppy, so you just kind of have to like find your flow with that a little bit, although I'd rather always it be a little stretchy personally.
Yeah, I just used that one on a sweater, and I like it because, like you said, loose and stretchy. It's one thing if it's here,
Mhm.
but I don't know if I want it here to be too stretchy or floppy. So what I normally do, there's always the trick of going up like one needle size
Mhm.
or two, um, and um but yeah, Jenny's stretchy bind off is probably the best stretchy bind off. It's kind of fun. There's a great tutorial on nitty.com. That's the one I always use. It's picture based. So it's not a video that flies by. You can just read to the next part that you need to do. So I like that one.
Yep.
2 needles to cast on, yes, casting on over, like, holding 2 double pointed needles together at the same time, and then
Mhm.
casting on over that. That's a great technique too.
Yes, good
Um,
idea.
yeah.
I've heard the sewn bind off is also a good way to do like a stretch. So I don't do that much because it's it's another step with a hand sewing needle, and I'm like, no. But people who have patience might enjoy doing that.
I haven't tried that one, or it's been a long time since I have tried that one, I think. I know I've done it, but yeah, it's been a while.
I feel like that's something Ellen
Um,
would go to. The chili dog fellow friend designer.
yes, I know. Yeah, she's got good tutorials too. I wonder if maybe if Ellen has a tutorial for any of these, we'll find
There
it
you
and
go.
link to that in the community because those are all good things too.
Yep.
So, okay, well, uh, like I said, it'd be great if you drop into the community because it is a really good oh geez, oh my god, I'm sorry. Okay. I was gonna drop a link in and then I just have myself over here on 2 screens.
Oh yeah.
No wonder I have bad why would I have bad signal? I don't know.
I'm doing literally the same thing. So maybe it's the
Oh.
two of us together, like taking all the internet from the world. Sorry.
Oh, that's funny. Anyway, I just want while we're here, I would like to give a link. Here we go. I will drop it in the chat. Okay. Hopefully that comes up. Anyway,
Sometimes it takes a minute.
I guess maybe we're a minute delayed. Anyway, so I have dropped a link into the live scrolling chat that's going on, and that is the community space that I keep talking about that has a nice like all the steps sort of laid out, and you can ask questions right in there and all that sort of fun stuff.
And if it doesn't come in through the chat, which I don't know why it wouldn't, I'll put it in the description so that no matter when you're watching this, you can join us over there. So,
Yeah, exactly. Yes, if you have it in the description, that's good too. And you can like Katie and I are both in there, and there's a chat feed in there, or you can leave a comment on any of the sections, and we can help you along the way and stuff like that. So
yeah. And if you're on like Instagram, which is pretty much the only social media I'm currently on, so sorry if you've gone to like Blue Sky or Threads, which is not about yarn. I'm not there. But maybe one day. tag us so that we can see your progress. We would love to see, the colors you choose, or if you want to tell us here what colors you've chosen, if you have already. I'm going to be making the second mitt of this one, which is aquamarine and lilac, the light purple, this or
Oh,
pink.
lavender. Lavender.
Um, oh wait, or was this cotton candy?
It,
I can't remember now.
it's the heathers. It looks like the lavender, maybe. I don't know. Whatever.
Either way, you can't make a bad choice.
Yeah.
As you can tell, I've made like 10,000 pairs. So it's pretty fun. Um, but I might be doing the inverse of the colors, or maybe I'll actually make a matching set for once. I have a little bit more left of one versus the other, and I'm not sure that I'll be able to make I can make the whole thing. I weighed it. Like I have enough yarn in total to make the mitts. I weigh the mitts, but do I have exactly how much I need of each color? We're going to find out.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
That's always the fun of it. Well, we'll expect to see your results this week. So
That's right. Yes.
so Kelly said, what platform is it hosted on? It's on Mighty Networks, and I have a whole community that is called Club UU. And I have no idea why my link isn't coming through. Maybe it thinks I'm
I don't know.
not connected to
Yeah.
this chat. I don't know. Who knows?
Speakers can't comment.
It does not seem to be my day on the internet. I don't know.
Just gonna take the rest of the tech day off. Yeah.
Except I have 2 more things to record, so
Well,
see.
get it all out of the way here, and everything else will go perfect.
Good. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Mm.
Yes. Okay. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you for your positive vibes.
I'm here for you.
So yes, it is on Mighty Networks. If you're on any other Mighty groups, I know there's a bunch around, but that is what it's hosted on. And if you go to uu.com, up top in the menu, there's a tab that says community, or at the bottom, like, so there's links to the community. And yes, EWE.
Like
No, everything is EWE.
Yeah.
Perfect. I know,
There
3
are
ways of spelling it. I know. It was a really genius yarn and naming idea that I had there, wasn't it? So
It was though.
anyway,
But it was though.
it is, because yes. So
It still works.
EWE is a female sheep, and the idea is that we're knitting with friends. So it's you, you. So
See, it's perfect.
yes. But yeah, it is always something I need to spell.
Yeah, you can't tell a person
So
"ewe,
many.
ewe." Yeah.
Yeah. Oh gosh, my nephews called it that. I was like, come on, jerks.
Oh, the youth.
I know. Funny.
Oh, what colors
So,
is that one in that you got there?
this is black licorice, which my black
Ooh.
yarn is black.
Mm.
And then I have citrus pop on the inside and a little bit of cotton candy on the top. And I'm almost so I have the second one going, and I think I'm going to do the reverse. So
Ah.
cotton candy here with citrus at the top. So yeah, these.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, I know.
Fun. That happens all the time, as we have said in the past. People always shop for the color of yarn that they are currently wearing, 9 times out of 10. And it's always, "Does it look good on me?" And I always go, "Yep."
Yeah.
It does.
Yes. No, it's always the easiest way to help people start picking a color palette.
Yep. True. Yes. Awesome. All right, everyone. Well, does anyone have any questions before we let you all go to cast on? If you haven't already, or to keep knitting along, you can feel free to drop some comments here. And don't forget, we'll be here again 1 week from today to do it all over again, but at the end part, because casting on is awesome and so much fun. But you know what's even better than that? Finishing a thing.
Yes.
Because then you can start more things.
Right. And you can wear the thing.
And then you have the thing you actually wanted to begin with.
While it's cold.
Yeah, right.
Yes. Cold.
Even if it's just Florida cold. Yeah.
Right. Or
Gotta
San
take
Diego
advantage.
cold. Yeah.
There you go. The 2 days, you gotta make use of them, like, in the mornings when it's 40. Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
Awesome. All right. Well, if anyone has any questions, of course, you can come to Club UU to drop us a line there, or you can always email me, or you can find me on Instagram, or you can drop a comment here. Like, wherever our face is, you can probably get in contact with us there. So, yeah.
Yes.
So, yes, thank you so much for joining us, and we look forward to seeing your progress. Anything you want to say to wrap us up?
No, if you got my email for this get together just now, then in there is definitely the link to Club UU. I'm sorry I couldn't post it here in the chat. So anyway, but yeah, and then we will add it to this video as well. So it
That's
was
right.
a lot of fun, and we'll be back here next Wednesday. So I hope
That's right.
if you have off this weekend, some people have a long weekend. So that
Yes.
means a little more knitting time, right?
I love it. Love to see it. Yes.
Perfect. Okay, well, I'll
Awesome.
see you again on Wednesday.
All right. See you later, everybody. Have a good week. Thanks for joining us. Bye.